June's numbers are here, and yes, it's still a crazy market out there. Hi everyone, my name is Mike Renick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Renick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. I brought a guest in today to share the data a little bit, Mr. Michael Hankin. Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Michael is a local prominent board certified real estate attorney and an all around a good guy. And he knows both residential and commercial real estate really well. In fact, we just finished filming a commercial video. So let's take a look at the numbers. And Mike, the charts that we have in front of us that you and I can see will be up on the video also. So sales are up 83% over last year, and this is the overall Sarasota, Manatee County market. I look at over last year, not over last month, for one reason. We're in a seasonal market here. So looking over last month doesn't tell the true story. So when we look at it, so 83% reported in June, which is data closed through the end of May. 83% I reported last month, 45% before, and you'll see all that on the chart. Sales are continuing to be strong. Pending properties only up 21%. Last month I reported 113, so it's still up, but at a much significantly lower rate. When we get to the national chart, we're seeing the same thing.
So this is incredible. How long can this continue? Is this going to keep going?
The forecast right now, the experts are saying, yes, it's going to continue at least through the first half of next year. So it does make real estate brokers, you have to be a lot sharper now in order to cross the finish line with your client on the buy side. All right, so the question gets into, and we talked a minute ago in the commercial market, are we doing anything in terms of price to give this away? Nope, just like the commercial market. Here, price is up 46% over what it was last year.
Wow.
And I measured that on $1 per square foot to get as close to apples and apples as we can. Days on the market, someone lists a home. How fast does it sell? It's down 51%. It's amazing. Our last 5 listings, I'm pretty sure the 5, I can go back 5, haven't lasted a day. And that's just remarkable out there. How much inventory is on the market in terms of month? It's down 86%. It's definitely a seller's market, but a buyer can win, Mike. And we've done a couple of videos on that, you and I. Your broker has to understand the market and has to place you in a position so you can win, and it is doable. When we take a look at the specific numbers here just really quickly, there was 2,654 units sold in the month of May. This year, 1,448 last year. Pendings, a little bit over 2,600. Last year, a little bit over 2,100. So when we go through price, $288 a square foot. Last year was $197. Days on the market, 32 right now. On average, 65 last year. Months of inventory, 0.6 of a month of inventory. That's it.
So last year it was 4.4. So really, things are selling in 15, 16 days on average compared to 4 months from last year.
And this is the entire market. It's land, it's condominiums, it's single family homes, and it's both counties, both Manatee and Sarasota. Let's take a look at the national scene. I've got data from Keeping Current Matters, great organization that provides the data and lets me share it with you. Let me share this quote. It's a Zelman Broker survey. It says, this month, our broker contacts reported a continuation of the robust demand and intense competition from buyers to win houses. With bidding wars, all cash offers, waive contingencies, and rent-free leasebacks increasingly common. It's about being creative. Your broker has to know how to do that. When we look at seller traffic overall, we see that Florida is in a very strong market. All that means is there's a continuation of new listings coming on, but nowhere near at the level it used to be. When we move to the buyer traffic chart, it shows that the buyers are very strong. Demand is up. Let's take a look at a Realtor.com quote, and it sums this up very well. In this Wild West environment, it truly is Wild West, buyers are doing anything they can to stand out. And more, all cash offers do just that. It can mean the difference between getting that dream home or winding up empty-handed. Cash has always been king, but right now it's driving almost everything. Months of inventory. This shows where we're starting to see a little more inventory come on the market. 2.4 months. This is nationally versus 2.1 last month. So that could be a positive sign for us. Home price forecasts, MBA, NAR, Fannie Mae, Zelman, and Freddie Mac all suggest that price increases will continue. The average of these 5 different organizations is over 8%, looking at prices to go up. When we look at price appreciation year over year by quarter, we see that in the South Atlantic, which Florida is a part, it's up 12.3%. So prices continue to rise. Let's look at Bill McBride from Calculated Risk. If inventory increases slowly, house prices will continue to rise rapidly. And if inventory increases sharply, house price growth will slow down. That makes sense. If we can solve the inventory problem, that will help stabilize prices. The experts aren't forecasting prices will stop increasing. They're not suggesting they will fall back, but they are suggesting the rate of increase will slow down. Robert Dietz, chief economist at NAHB, the decline in single-family permits indicates that builders are slowing construction activity as costs rise. While housing starts were strong at the beginning of the year due to home builders constructing homes that were sold pre-construction, higher costs and limited availability of building materials now have paused some projects. When a builder starts that project, that home, they don't know what their final raw material costs. Many of them are forced to put escalation prices in for their folks right now. Builders are overwhelmed with the demand. Let's take a look at a strategist from Morgan Stanley. We have strong conviction that we are not experiencing a bubble in the U.S. housing. That's key. We are not at all suggesting that home price appreciation will maintain its current torrid pace. Home prices will continue to rise, but more gradually. And that's the feeling I get from talking to many of my peers. This isn't going to stop today or tomorrow or the day after, but it can't go on forever.
And we get that question a lot. Are we in a bubble? Are we going to see what we saw here locally in 2006, 2007? And I think the systemic reasons that we saw back previously for the prior crash don't exist today. We're not seeing very poorly underwritten loans. Mm-hmm. We're not seeing people who shouldn't be investing in real estate without the income and the equity infusion to support it. So primarily we're seeing people who are going to occupy properties as their primary residence or secondary residence, whose income has been underwritten, who have at least 20% into their properties, which provides that equity cushion from a bubble occurring. Now, anything can happen, but we're not seeing the same root causes that we saw for the last bubble.
And that's why the experts are suggesting there's not going to be a retrenchment. We've done videos. Selling real estate as a listing agent right now is the easiest I've ever seen because of the low supply. But working with buyers, your broker has to understand the dynamics of your particular market and has to be creative with a plan that you're comfortable with to bring it over the finish line. It's a robust market. It clearly favors sellers. Is this going to continue? The answer is yes. For how long, we still don't know. Many are suggesting the first half of next year. But we'll come back again next month. The story here, the residential market, it's still crazy. Would you agree, Mike?
100%.
It's a lot of fun, though, when you're prepared. Mike, thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Good having you here.
Good to be here.
Until next time, thanks for watching.